Then what's my opinion about how relationships are these days? Do you think there's still people who are at the airport? I only told you guys like when I was and when my friends when I got home. Yeah, that's something. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's a girl Precious and I'm back again with another video. And today, if it's your first time here, kindly subscribe. Please join the family. Let's get to 600 subscribers. And yeah, tell a friend, please tell your boyfriend, tell your grandmother, tell your mother, tell your uncle, your dad, tell everybody to subscribe to this channel. So in today's video, I'm gonna be doing a Q&A. And yeah, wait, if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. You're not forgotten. Yeah, but yeah, I'm going to be doing Q&A. So I asked, like I mentioned in my last video, that if anybody wanted to ask me any questions, I thought people would have questions after the China series, like what are you up to or whatnot. But it's like people mind their own business around here. But yeah, I only had like few people ask questions. I think on Insta, I posted it here on Facebook, YouTube, and I posted here at also on Instagram. And if you are watching this and saying I did not see any of those, please feel free to leave your comment, leave a question either under this video or on the post on YouTube. You can just go on my community post and you'll see it, and I'll still answer it in the next video. But yeah, so I only had like 4 or 3 people ask me questions, but they asked me a lot actually, so I'll answer those. Yeah, and I'm excited, so let's get right into the questions. Yeah, so I'll start with the one from YouTube. So the first one: what are my pet peeves? My pet peeves, I don't like loud chewing, guys. I think it's like a lot of people's pet peeves, like loud chewing. Oh, and by the way, I forgot to mention that I'll be looking down. That's because I've got my questions on a piece of paper. So when I look down, that means I'm reading the question. So my next pet peeve, guys, typos. Now I do this as well. Like, you know, where you like just type the wrong thing. I also do that. I do typos, but it's actually a pet peeve. I kind of just like, can I correct you? And it's not always I'm able to correct the person, but I'm just like, can I correct you, please? My next one is like I don't know if this is supposed to be a pet peeve. I think it irritates most people, but standing in lines. Like I dislike standing in lines. Like it's not my thing. I don't like it. Like if there's a line, bye. I'm not gonna do this. Yeah. Like just I there's a level to which I dislike lines. Like I think it's really bad. The next one is rude customer service. Like for me to turn off. Like bye rude customer service, bye. Anyway, the next question is what's my guilty pleasure? I had to think. I'm like, what's my guilty pleasure? Okay, binge watching shows. I actually don't watch shows as much because I have a guilty pleasure of like binge watching. Like even if it has 7 seasons, I will not do anything. I think people were with me like first year, second year can testify to it. Like when class just ends, I'll be literally walking, watching my show, going to the room. Like I will not eat, I will not sleep, I will not do anything. Like I would just want to watch the show till it finishes. So because of that, I kind of stay away from shows. I only watch shows that are like released an episode per day or per week, because then it helps me like, not sit there and binge watch it. Like my binge watching is really sad. The next question is something not even your family knows that you did this year, but it remains a secret while your viewers are privileged to know. So this person is asking a secret which you guys, my subscribers, know that my family does not know about. So fun fact, so if you watched my vlog, I kind of removed that part now, don't ask me why, but if you watch my travel vlog coming back from China, I talk about how like I was so much under pressure because I had over luggage, which was basically my fault. I could have left my stuff, and then I had to like get rid of things at the airport. I actually never told my family members when I got home. If you watched the vlog, you know that I was expecting to find my family members waiting for me at the airport. I actually didn't find them. There was a lot going on. I'm not going into details, but yeah. So I saw them like a day or two later. So because of that, okay, not even just because of that, there was just a lot going on when I came home. So I never really told my family members that I had to get rid of some things at the airport. I only told you guys like when I was and when my friends when I got home. Yeah, that's something. Next is most embarrassing moment in 2023. So I actually attended a wedding on Saturday and my heel snapped. Like, my heel snapped. It was embarrassing because we're like right at the wedding, at the end when the bride just like walks out and everybody's just everywhere, and I'm like taking my next step and my heel just snapped. And I'm like, wow, like wrong timing. Like, this is the perfect time for this to happen. Like, is this the perfect time? But yeah, so I think for now that's like the most embarrassing point in 2023. The next one is, apart from graduating, what's my greatest achievement so far in 2023? I had to think because I felt like I'm like an achievement apart from graduating, because like graduating right now is like taking like like put angel sounds. Anyway, yeah, I would say completing my internship, like actually completing the weeks that were required for my internship, because guys, that stuff, and when I say internship I mean like as a student, because in Zambia internship is as a first it's like the first years as a doctor, but like internship, the China one, the student one, yeah, like finishing my rotations rather, that was an achievement, because I think there was a point where I felt like I could not keep going, but I had to keep pushing. There were just moments where I was just done, I was tired, but then I had to keep going. So that was an achievement. So those were from YouTube. The next questions are the ones I asked on Instagram. So the first question is, how do you stay consistent in business? um Good question. I had to think. I'm like, people are asking me thoughtful questions. Like, I had to think and go through them before I actually came here and answered. But I wrote a few things down. The first one is to set a goal. Setting a goal for me is a to-do list. I think if you've not watched, I will link the video up here. Where I talk about how I balance school, how I was balancing school and my business. So basically, it's just setting a goal. Like, I set goals, I set to-do lists. I do better with short-term goals. So every week, I will write, and I will not like put it in mentally. I'll have so many things. So whenever I think about my business and I'm like, oh, that needs to be done, I go and I write it down. Mostly I use my phone. I like put it down. I'm like, oh, that needs to be done. I put it down, and then on for my phone I can like put like a checking area and be like in front. So through, it's either I'll do it for the week or for the day, and then I go checking as I do it. For me, that's my setting my goal. So that's setting my goal. Even just for the business itself, I do set long-term goals, like, okay, this is where I want to achieve, and so it gives me like, this is where I'm supposed to be at this time, so I'm going to work towards it. For those of you who don't know, I have a hair page. If you do not follow it, please, it's Natural Hair Hub. Please go and follow. And if you're in Zambia, purchase something from us. But yeah, so that's the first one. The second one is I create a routine that makes me productive. Now, that sometimes works, that sometimes doesn't work. Like right now, I will confess to say I'm supposed to be productive. I've had the same task that I've needed to do from like yesterday, and I've not still done it, but I keep telling myself I have to do it because I gave myself tomorrow as a deadline. But like, I'm having a creative routine. Like, okay, so for my businesses, mostly, I think I talked about this in the other. I told myself, I'm like, Monday is like my social media day. Like, I have to make sure my social media, although I haven't done that of late, but my social media pages like must have stuff. So like Monday, my social media pages must be flourishing. By the weekend, on a Sunday, I should have decided what's going to happen on my social media pages for that week. Like, what content do I want out? What do I want people to see? So that's one of the things, like, that's one of the things that I would say has really, like, helped me, is having a creative, productive routine. Like, even when I was going to the hospital, I needed to have a routine. Like, okay, I'll advertise this time. What time am I delivering to my customers? Because I'm an online store and whatnot. So yeah, staying consistent in business. Another one is taking rest when needed. I think that's one thing I learned, especially when I had medicine and like I had school. I had to be showing up for my rotations every day. At the same time, I still had a business that needed to thrive. So one of the things was taking rest. I think there are days where I just took, like, if it was a weekend and I was able to, I would rest because I needed it, because I'm like juggling a lot. Yeah. Another thing is delegating tasks. So I remember when I was really in some hectic rotations, I would delegate my tasks. Like, if I needed things delivered, I would have someone deliver them for me because I was unable to deliver them myself. Other things, I think there was a time where for my other business page, I even had to ask someone to take over the social media. So delegating tasks, that's tasks which I've identified I'm unable to do, and it should not take you to a loss though. If that delegating of a task is making you make a loss in your business, then it's not worth it. Then you have to find a way of working around it. But I genuinely believe it is possible to be consistent. And the last one, do something you actually love. Like if you don't like it, you will be dreading it, doing it every time, which will lead to procrastination, and you'll be procrastinating to actually make your business grow. So do something you actually love doing. Then you will be, every time you have to do it, it's not about forcing yourself to do it, but you naturally do it because you love what you're doing. Yeah. So pick a business that you actually love doing what you do. The next one is, how can I keep an afro as a boy? This one I'll say who asked. Okay, no, I will not. Okay, I was about to review your identity, but I won't. How do you keep an afro as a boy? Actually, I have a hair page. Follow my hair page. I think you already follow it, but yeah, follow my tips. I think it's the same with keeping hair as a girl. I have a lot of tips there, but yeah, be consistent. I think hair needs a lot of consistency, so just be consistent. If you're going to use a product, stick to it and discover what your hair likes. What does your hair like? People's hair are different. Like my roommate in China, when we were in medical school, she tells me right now she has locks in her hair. She tells me my hair loves water. So what does your hair love? Like, what does your hair like? Don't do what this person is doing, what that person is doing, but discover what is true for your hair, what is best for your hair. Yeah, that would be my tip. The next question is, could you go in details on the traveling process from purchasing tickets to packing to custom issues and tips for first time flyers? I don't know if I should like make a separate video because I felt like this question was quite long, but I'll try to summarize it as much as I can. So tips. Number one, you have to know where you're going. Like that's like the first thing. So since I recently went to China, that's what I'll use. So you have to know where you're going. And then when you're purchasing tickets, you'd like to actually choose, have maybe a number of websites. I don't know how other people do it, but I have like a number of websites or apps that I would like use to compare the prices, because you would normally find an air ticket on this app would be like 500 and on the other app is like 1.5. Same ticket, same, yeah. So you'd want to check, but at the same time make sure the websites you're using or the apps you're using are authentic. Yes, otherwise you will lose your money. This thing for just entering your card details on a random place, you end up finding that your money is gone. So yeah, that's the first one. So you want to compare your prices, but make sure you're using sites that are actually recommended. And then number two, you want to be ready to buy your ticket. Now, I haven't really discovered, because I don't like fly every day. I haven't discovered which one is better, whether buying your ticket as soon as the date is approaching or afar. But normally it's better weeks before you fly. That's when. So for purchasing your ticket, you'd want to purchase it like weeks before you fly. That's for some flights. That's when it's like the cheapest. Then tomorrow you're flying, then you buy your ticket. It will be like super expensive. The closer the date gets to you flying, the more expensive it is. Number three, when coming to packing, you want to know what the weather is where you're going. I'll give an example. China. Like I knew when I was going to China that I was going to find the place hot, but when I left Zambia it was cold. So I did carry like something for the cold, but that was because I was moving from Zambia, and generally flying it's normally cold up there, so you need something warm. But yeah, so I carried mostly summer clothes. So you'd want to carry something that's light because you know the weather where you're going. So if you don't know anyone where you're going, Google, check what's their season, what are their seasons like, that time of the year you're going, what would you find? Yeah. My next question, that, oh wait, they talked about custom issues. For custom issues, I feel like this would be mostly of an issue if you are driving and you're crossing like a border, like yeah, on land. But when you're flying, the basic don't the basics would be, don't leave your bags with anyone at the airport. Never tell someone and say, please keep my bag for me, I'm going to the loo, because most likely you never will know you're leaving with, they can stuff things in your bag. Don't accept to carry anything for anyone because you don't know what they're asking you to carry. You wouldn't want to carry your liquids in your hand luggage, your lotions, your whatnot, your sprays. You'd put them in like your 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 luggage, not your hand luggage. In your hand luggage, have simple things that you really, really need on the flight, and snacks. Oh yeah, and carry snacks just in case. But yeah, I don't know if there's anything I've missed. If you want a whole video about this, please let me know. I'll do a whole video about it, and it will be more detailed. Then what's my opinion about how relationships are these days? Do you think there's still people who are faithful? So guys, I was expecting when I say Q&A, just be asking me, Precious, are you in a relationship? Oh la 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 la. You guys are just not interested in my personal life. Wow. I gave you the opportunity to just bombard me with questions. Anyway, this person is asking me if I think there are still people who are faithful in their relationships today. I'm not like the relationship expert, like, yeah, but I really do think there are people who are still um faithful in their relationships. I really do believe that there are people who are faithful in their relationships, and I'm gonna end it there. I won't say more. Thank you so much for watching my Q&A. I hope you enjoyed it. Please, please, please don't forget to like this video. Like, your likes really, really help my channel, because then YouTube sees that you're enjoying my content and suggests my videos to other people. More coming video suggestions, because it's like I had so much content coming up from channel, and now I'm like, okay, what do I give you guys? Yeah, but let me know what you guys would like to see. I think I got some suggestions on my other video, and I will start working on those. But if you have anything else you'd like to see, kindly comment down below. Please leave your comments. I love reading your comments, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.